Hello, my name is Jamie Kimball, and I would thank you all for being here, and I think this is so nice. I would like to start out a quote from Elaine Shear, and it's so funny how people can compliment you and insult you at the same time. Recently, I was at work and a coworker complimented me saying, "Oh my gosh, you look gorgeous! I hardly recognized you." And when I hear this, it always makes me laugh, and it's just so funny. And it reminds me of another quote from Jim Davis, who said, "Deep down, we are all motivated by the same desires, but cats have the courage to live by them." And when I think of that, I think of the desire to laugh. And this oil barrel lid right here reminds me of laughter. It reminds me of a time when I had a Halloween party, and I had a friend named Willie that said he was afraid of the dark. And at the time, I didn't believe him, and I thought he was joking. So I hid in this oil barrel, and I came up, when he came right close, I jumped out of the oil barrel, and my gosh, he screamed so loud. I mean, it's the highest scream I've ever heard. I mean, he was a 42-year-old man, and he jumped 3 feet in the air and jumped into a sink. And you know what? When I see this lid, it reminds me of the gift of laughter and how laughter creates memories and how special those memories are. When another thing that creates great memories to me is adventure. And this wine bottle reminds me of how going with the flow, and how things may not turn out as you planned, but it can be an exciting adventure at the same time. And in 2017, I went to go see the solar eclipse, and I was planning to go to Lincoln, Nebraska, but that didn't work out, and I ended up in Nebraska City, and it was so awesome because I went to an apple orchard and to see this solar eclipse, and it was so beautiful. And I got this wine bottle to remember the trip, and I hope one day to drink it when I'm of legal age, to remind me of how going with the flow is important in life. And another thing that's really important in life for me is animals. And I love my cats, and I would do anything for my cats. And a couple years ago, I had a cat that got run over by a car, and she had 2-week-old baby kittens. And I thank God for Google, because I had to Google how to feed them and what to feed them, and I had to get special milk for them, and I had to get the bottle and force them to eat. But once they eat and once they get going and love the food and love to drink it, it is such a precious moment, because when they suckle on the bottle, their ears start to move, and it's just so precious and so adorable. But there comes a point when you have to stop, and it's when they're ripping the bottle. And that's just when, you know, a time and a moment where, you know, you grow and you develop, and it's kind of sweet to see those memories. So I think my story and what I see life is important is laughter. I think laughter is really important to have. It creates great memories. I think going with the flow and seeing how life plays out, you can go on great adventures. And I also think it's the animals and people in life that just make life a lot sweeter and make it a lot better. And it's just a joy to see how life is and how life plays out.
Thank you.
That was excellent.